In my last video, we took a look at the Makita Impact X impact bits, and I reviewed it a little bit. And now that I've had a chance to use them for a longer period of time, I'd like to discuss something that I found wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with the metal. Everything's working great as far as the bits are concerned. Nothing has broken, but the problem lies in the bit holders. As you can see, this has the 3-inch bit in here, and if I try to take it off, it will not come. It is stuck, and that is not good at all. And it is not just a little bit stuck, it is very, very stuck. I put this in a vise and gave it a good yank, and no bueno, still stuck. Now, it doesn't seem to happen as much with the shorter ones, but with the longer ones, it seems to get stuck for some reason. So now you've got your bit stuck. What do? How do you get it out? Well, for that, you're going to need a bench vise or something to hold the bit holder in nice and tight, a pair of vise grips, and a hammer. And I think you can see where I'm going with this, but I'll show you anyway. Okay, so I've got the bit holder on the edge of the bench vise, so I can get as much over the edge as possible. I've got the vise grip hanging off the side here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hammer and I'm going to hammer up while holding the vise grips. And it's out. So is this really a big deal? Well, let's take a look at the bits right here. These are the bits that I just hammered out. As you can see, it's a little scratched up. Here's the bit holder. It's got marks from the vise on it, here and here, but there is no damage to the ability to take out any screws or put them in as far as that's concerned. But do you want to have to be hammering this out with a vise every time? Now here's a bit that used to get stuck up until recently. I bet I've hammered it out enough times now. I've done it at least 5 or 6 times, hammering it out. Now it wants to release. If I put it in, I am able to take it out. It's still a little hard, but I did get it out. Maybe it's just a breaking in thing. If you just do it enough times, it'll wear whatever's catching down enough that it won't have this problem anymore. So does this mean you shouldn't buy the Makita Impact X bit set? I don't think it does. I think it's still a great bit set. It's got a huge variety of different bits to choose from and lengths, which I like, and I'm not a huge fan of torsion bits, which these are not torsion bits. These are S2 steel that I do like about them. The only problem that they have is that the bit holder gets stuck for whatever reason. Something you could do is buy a Makita Impact Gold bit holder instead and use that instead of this one to possibly mitigate this issue. But whatever the issue is, if it's that these bits are just slightly too big, or if it's actually in the bit holder itself, I think it is a problem that needs to be addressed. I don't think it's a small problem, but overall, this is still a great bit set.